to mark what is, by any measure, a truly historic occasion. In modern times, the honour being conveyed here is not granted very often. In fact, it is more than 30 years since it last happened, and that was for an individual. It's more than 70 years since a military unit was given the freedom of the city of Dundee. The Royal Regiment of Scotland are in fact following in the footsteps of the Black Watch, who were similarly honoured here in 1954. The freedom of the city in Dundee is a prestigious honour awarded to any individual or groups who have made a significant contribution to the city, and as in the case today, to military units who have gained the city's trust. As leader of the administration in Dundee, it falls to me to represent Dundee City Council as a conferring body and to recognise the Royal Regiment of Scotland's status as a valued member of our community. The tradition of granting the freedom of the city dates back to medieval times, has it evolved into the modern ceremonial event which is taking part in today, and it affirms the bond between the regiment and citizens. This is not only a symbol of honour, but also a recognition of our long and proud history. It is a testament to the city's commitment to its residents and its recognition to the contribution of its citizens, visitors and trusted military units. Historically, the freedom of the city would grant holders of the title the right to vote and gave honoured military units such as yours permission to march into the city with drums beating, colours flying and bayonets fixed. While that may have been exactly what happened at the parade earlier, there was enough ceremonial excellence to make your presence felt. The regiment itself is in some notable company, as previous recipients include Her Majesty the Queen Mother, Nelson Mandela, and a number of Prime Ministers, including William Gladstone, David Lloyd George, and Stanley Baldwin. So to finish, it's my pleasure and my honour to officially confer the freedom of the city of Dundee to the Royal Regiment of Scotland by handing over the Freedom of Entry scroll.
Councillors, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honour to be with you here today and to receive the freedom of the city of Dundee on behalf of the Royal Regiment of Scotland. When we think of Dundee, we think of a city shaped by people, by creativity, by resilience and pride. This is a place where history is not just remembered, but felt. And Dundee's connection to the Black Watch is a powerful element of that story. As you know, the Royal Regiment of Scotland incorporates the Black Watch as one of our antecedent battalions, and we carry that heritage with us, not as ashes, but as flames. We, as the Royal Regiment of Scotland, were formed in 2006, founded on the extraordinary service of our antecedents, but forged in the crucible of the hard yards and hard graft of campaigns in Iraq, in Afghanistan, and other operations around the world, as well as service here at home. So the history of the Royal Regiment of Scotland is co-joined with that of the city of Dundee, and it's a history of proud service. In the First World War, young men from this city, mill workers, journalists, sportsmen, neighbours, stood shoulder to shoulder in the Black Watch, the 4th Battalion of which became known as Dundee's Own. They marched from these streets, from this very square, carrying with them the hopes of an entire community. And today, across Dundee and indeed in this very building, memorials still stand. Quiet reminders of that sacrifice remains part of who we are this very day. Among them was Alfred Anderson, born here in Dundee in 1896. He joined the Black Watch as a young man and went to the Western Front in 1914. He would become the last known survivor of the Christmas truce, that brief human moment when guns fell silent and enemies met in peace. He lived a long life, carrying those memories with him. And when he died in November 2005, at the age of 109, he was Scotland's last link to the First World War. That legacy, though, lives on today through the Royal Regiment of Scotland, carrying forward that same spirit of service, loyalty and pride. And indeed, we're very proud that our A Company of the 7th Battalion, the Royal Regiment of Scotland, is based here in Dundee, headquartered at Oliver Barracks. So today we do more than remember. We recognise a shared story between a city and a regiment. And it's from our people that we draw our strength. People such as those you've got in front of you today, soldiers of the Royal Regiment of Scotland, to whom you granted the honour of marching through Dundee. And in turn, one of the key sources our soldiers draw on to bolster their reserve, their resolve and their strength is the support of their communities, communities such as this. So today is very important to us because your support is our strength. So thank you for this great honour, which is a privilege to accept on behalf of the Royal Regiment of Scotland. Thank you.
We're doing that. We didn't have a squad. There's no aim for it. We'll have to inform the squads. Millennium Barrier. Millennium Barrier, like 4 cadets. One here in the former squad. Quite a lot of staff there as well. Supervisor on the post for that. Grant's teaching and he's got 2 on the night supervisor.
Marines are away.
Marines are away, yeah. But didn't even need a squad. Himself, didn't move. That happened. You learn to what that happened.
Yeah, well, I'm just John.
No. I'm not. Yeah. You done now?
No, this is a good spot.
Hey, you went up?
Yeah. If you went in Caird and standing next to it.
You can't. You should take some pictures of it. No, you should do some pictures of it. You want them shoulders?
Yeah. Well, not. Okay, that goes.
Do you want to come in here? So you can see?
Easy voices, even.
There's a ball on everyone's head. I'm nosy, Dad.
Huh?
I'm nosy.
You're nosy. I can't see now.
Pony. Pony that took his head.
London. Yeah, long shoulder.
What?
Yeah, we'll bring it to the house.